All right, good morning, y'all. This is the beginning of day 39.
39 for us,
Wow.
yeah.
Once again, we didn't do a wrap-up video last night. We were pretty busy just trying to do all our chores and hunt for Joe's box.
We had to hunt for David's box.
Yeah.
We had to hunt for Joe's box. We had to figure out if there was hot water or not. We had to try to communicate with the hostel host who's 12 miles away, and there's phone problems there. Then we had to forage for food, and because it's hiker magic, you know, it's trail magic everywhere, but you had to hunt for it. By the time we got through with it, we had hot showers, found both boxes, eaten, and David had iced his legs.
Yes. So yeah, the interesting thing is the innkeeper, nobody was there other than Joe and I and another hiker that's headed southbound. So we were kind of left to figure it all out. Although she had lots of notes, and we were able to finally get her on the phone. And Joe walked around the house and found my box sitting at the back door. And then his box ultimately was in the mailbox. They have a big, gigantic mailbox that I guess they just hadn't gotten to yet.
Yeah, and it's the opposite side of the building from where we come in, behind a tree on the road. But it's basically that they're great, and that they're leaving this wonderful mansion open for hikers to come through. Towels, sheets, you know, the things that you need to get by. And so it's just good, but you're sort of figuring it out on your own. But that sort of made it interesting too.
Yeah,
the place is clean.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Really cool.
I guess a historic place, an old mansion that when this was big, iron furnace area. And then, as you can tell behind us, is the well-known Pine Grove Furnace store.
It's a general store.
The downside and the ugly part of it is it's not open.
It's not open. This is so exciting. This is where you do the half-gallon challenge.
Yeah.
And the hikers hang out, and you can resupply and get all kinds of neat stuff. But they're closed.
And according to the door, they'll be open this coming Saturday, so it's Wednesday. So we missed it by about 3 or 4 days. So
by that much.
Yeah. So once it opens, this would really be a great stay because they've got some good resupply in there, and obviously the ice cream and so forth. And then just staying at the mansion would make it pretty easy.
Yeah, it's kind of a tradition, isn't it? You see this in the videos, people coming here.
Yes, it's somewhat iconic. Luckily, Joe had sent a box here to where we've got, and he's nice enough to split the food with me.
I'm a good guy.
I know. He just didn't like to hear me whine or hear my stomach rumbling. Anyway, so we got enough food to get us through Boiling Springs, which...
Bowling.
It'll
be boiling when we're done, yeah.
So we've got enough to get there, and then we can resupply a little bit to get to Duncannon, where Joe's got another box. And we'll do a little bit more major resupply at that point. So we've got about 19 miles to get into Bowling.
That's
Bowling Springs.
That's like me and that. What was that ridge?
Tinker.
Yeah. Tinkles.
Cliffs.
Yeah, you name
it. So I think we're only going to try about 15 today. We're going to try to see if we can pull back a little bit to help my legs get. The good news is I got new shoes. New shoes, and I'm hoping that's going to help some too, because the other ones were pretty worn out, and I'm thinking that may have contributed a little bit to the leg pain. So I've got my hopes high that will make a difference for us.
And maybe some new inserts when we get to Duncannon at the Outfitters and stuff.
Yeah.
But we're going to see an Outfitters tomorrow in Bowling Springs.
It'll be boiling.
It'll be Bowling Springs and Outfitters, and maybe lunch and
yeah. So we're hoping to get some maybe regular food,
maybe an adult beverage, and maybe some ice cream.
We haven't had adult beverage in a long time. I think that's why my legs are hurting.
If we had
withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to hit the road. We got a pretty late start this morning, only because we're only talking about trying to do about 15 today, and so we don't need to push it. But it's going on 9 o'clock.
Oh, and one last thing, we because of all the great job we've been doing the videos, but specifically our whining, we've been nominated to join NAW, National Association of Whiners.
Yes, it's quite an honor.
It's a great honor.
Great honor.
So thank you to whoever it was out there that nominated us.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, and I think it's all because of Joe. I've got to thank Joe for that, because he's in a league. He's in a league all his own. I can't even compete with
I'm
it.
older than you.
Well, that's true.
I've
You got more years experience
of doing that.
Yeah.
I've been retired longer, so I was able to focus.
Right.
Focus on it.
Okay. All right. Well, with that, we will call it a morning, and we will get on the trail and try to move forward.
Yeah. See you down the trail.
Take care, y'all. All right, one last whine for the morning is, here's the AT Museum. That's also closed. I was looking forward to seeing that.
Pretty cool building, and Maybe we'll go on the YouTube and we'll find it.
Yeah, maybe we can do a virtual tour. Oh well, that's the way life goes sometimes. Sometimes you hit it right, sometimes you just miss it.
We're just happy to be here, though.
We're happy to be here. All right, we'll see y'all a little bit. Well, we've had a nice little walk coming out of the Pine Grove Furnace area. It's been pretty much like this for, I guess, probably about a good half mile, 3/4 of a mile. One could get spoiled like this.
Yeah.
But a great way to start the day, just to kind of stretch out a little bit. We should have, before too long, we should be heading up. Got a few climbs. But again, a beautiful walk just along the stream.
The park was immaculate.
Yeah, a beautiful park. Have to come back down this way some point. I'd love to again see that museum, and maybe Joe, we can figure out how to come to Pine Grove and do our half-gallon challenge after the fact.
And I'd stay at that Ironmasters.
Yeah,
Hostel
Ironmasters.
again.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It was a nice place. All right, Joe, we got another hurdle coming up here.
Yeah.
You did great the last time you did it.
Yeah, you have to hold my poles and I'll be at a running
Yeah.
start and fall over it.
Yeah.
This time, instead of getting tackled by the mountain, I'll get tackled by the...
Yeah, the important thing is get that leading foot up over it.
Yeah.
Over that top bar. If you do that, then the trailing foot will follow. It's pretty important.
Yeah, it's on your way to the ground. All right, you want me to try it?
Nah, because I'd hate to have to say that's how his hike ended.
All right. Well, let me just get a little closer and we'll give it a little bit of a shot.
Okay, all right. You ready? Loosened up?
Get loose. Here we go. 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 Aboard! Aboard! Too high.
Too high. Too high. You could have done it, but the dip in the road. Good eye, though, to see that. That would have been a problem.
So I do have a story for you.
Okay.
So back in the day, living in Colorado, we were going to there was this race thing called the Boulder. It was me, Nikki, cousin Bill, cousin Reg, the girlfriends at the time they had. Coming back from there, my cousin Bill, cigarette in one hand, beer in the other, decided to do just that. There was this fence. So he starts running, and he was going to hurdle it. Needless to say, we'd all had a little bit of alcohol. But just before I got to it, I'm like, "You're not going to make it!" And he came up and doinked right there.
Oh.
It was a barbed wire fence.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Guess what the barbed wire fence did?
Yeah, ouch.
It was kind of interesting calling the doctor, describing sort of what happened. And bring him in. Go in there and get him stitched up a little bit.
All right. Well, on that note, that cheery story, we're going to start going up the hill here.
Yeah, we got to go up the hill. Focus
right.
on that.
Talk to you all a bit. Oh, hey, Joe, low branch, buddy. Oh. I got to tell him a little bit sooner about those.
Man.
Yeah. That was good, Joe. I'm glad I got that one on video.
Man, I think I need a nap.
I think you need stitches. Found a nice spot for lunch here. Just walked over a creek back there, so plenty of water, and decided it was time to give the piggies a rest. So we found us a nice log. What's for lunch, Joe?
Don't we usually say something on a tortilla?
We usually say that, but
we have no tortillas.
we no tortillas.
Yes, we have no tortillas.
Yes, we have no tortillas.
So it'll be something on a hamburger bun that we got courtesy of Ironmasters Hostel.
Yeah.
I think it'll be maybe tuna on a hamburger bun and then peanut butter on a hamburger bun.
I like it. That sounds
It's
good.
gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be different.
And some smoked almonds on the side.
Ooh, smoked almonds.
Smoked
Whoa, that's pretty cool. All right, well, we're gonna settle in, eat some lunch, and then get back on the trail. We've done about 7.5 miles so far, so we've got roughly about 8.5 or 7.5 more to do for where we're wanting to be tonight. And we'll see how that unfolds. A little rock scramble going on here. I came down through there, and the arrows are
Go this way.
Arrow's pointing us through here.
Little sign that says Georgia's that way.
All right.
Let's see. Go all the way through that. And then, guess what? The trail's right over here.
Whoa, well, we can't take that trail.
Can't take that trail.
Got to
Take 'em
take
through there, buddy.
that trail.
Take them through there.
Okay. Yeah, Georgia's back that way. How about that? How about that? Okay. Oh,
Well done.
well, that was fun. Yeah.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on to the next stuff.
Okay.
All right. A little bit more rock maze going on here. You sure there's cheese at the end of this, Joe?
I think there's cheese. I'd be a hell of a lot more excited about it if it was beer. But it ain't. That gets interesting. You might have a little trouble filming this one. Do that. Over here. Here. Here.
Okay. Well, that looked good.
Recommend you toss the poles up though. Ain't gonna do you any good.
David coming through one of the squeeze points on the rock.
Joe, there's definitely beer at the end of this maze?
Definitely beer at the end of this maze.
Okay, all right, because you wouldn't lie to me, would you?
No, not about something like that.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you didn't do it in time. All right, well, go ahead there, buddy.
All right.
Let's see you go through this next little.
I don't smell it, but I'm trusting you.
There was a whole bunch more we should have shown you guys. We had technical difficulties. We're getting a lot of this climbing through the rock stuff. Uh-oh, where do we go now?
Really good question.
Looks like you're supposed to be down that way somewhere. What in the blue blaze, white blazes? Get back with y'all in the pit.
And the scramble continues.
Man, it's so much fun climbing through the rock. Man.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah. I'm hoping that body part doesn't give out. Wow.
Okay, all right. On to the next scramble.